Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel again. It's yet another fine morning. Thanks for tuning to the Pook Predictz channel. This is a channel where we discuss the strategies, we discuss the daily betting tips so that we can get to achieve the bookies, we can get to hit this damn bookies and we make the damn money because nobody doesn't want money, right? So thanks for tuning in. First, before we start, you have to understand that this is betting and betting is not easy. Betting needs a lot of patience because you can make losses day in, day out. But then at the end of the day, what matters in betting is the profit. The losses you make and the profits you make, what is the ratio? Because the profits have to be many. You can lose today, but then tomorrow you win. And then a day after tomorrow, then you lose. Another day you win. So it's not assured betting, but then trust me, there's some markets that have not been ventured into, and those markets can make you some good money. So today we are going to consider one of those sweet markets that is going to assure us some wins, that is going to assure us some good money out of it. And the market is not known to many. Most of us are just aware of the home win or draw 1x2 and over the total number of goals. But then this market is not known by many. But count on me, that is one of the very easy market to predict, one of the easiest market. But then it's one almost not all of you know. But then thank you, that's why you're here. Today, let's dive into this. Before then, hit the like button, share, do me the justice, guys. Share that like button, share to the friends, share to your brothers, to your sisters, to your fellows, anybody who is a gambler, anybody who is a bettor, anybody who does betting, he or she should know about this strategy. It's one of the best strategies that we have today. Hit the like button so that the YouTube algorithm can recognize us and can uplift this channel, because this is a new channel and we're trying to come with new strategies. And above all, wish us good luck as always, because this is gambling and anything is guaranteed to happen in gambling. So diving in, the market that I want us to discuss today is the market of corners. Corner market is one of the easiest markets to predict, but then it can be very tough sometimes to predict, because you don't know what you consider the analytics you have to take into consideration before you place or before you predict. Then it's going to be a little tough for you to make a prediction on the corner market. But then that's why we're here to discuss and to get to know what to do. So first of all, before I share the teams that we should be staking on, that we should be counting on, that when it comes to corners, they don't disappoint, let us first understand the basics of corners. So corner market, you can bet on the total number of corners in a game. That is, if team A is playing team B, the total number of corners committed during the game, you can bet on that. You can go on and bet on an individual. For example, team A will score 3 corners, team B will score 7 corners, team A will score 5 corners. All team A will be the one winning the corners at the end of the match. Team A will win the corners at the end of the first half. You know, the markets are so many, but I don't want us to dive into whole markets, but I want us to consider the total number of corners in a bet, in a game, and the total number by individual team, some individual teams in a game. So diving into the total number of corners, first, what do you consider before you decide whether to place a bet on a corner? First, consider the strength of the team, of the team playing. Many strong teams, most of the strong teams have a high chance of having many corners, because the attacking capability of the team is what determines the number of corners. Let me take, for example, a team like Chelsea. Chelsea is a big team, and in most of the games played by Chelsea, or most of the games played by Man City, in most of the games played by Manchester United, the corners committed in that game by the single team, there are many corners. But then That's one thing on an individual team, right? But then the strength of the game, all the odds of the game are blessed in what I mean technically is the total number of bookies. If it's a strong game, for example, we take a game like between Manchester United and Arsenal, that's a big match. That big match, because we expect a low conversion of the attacks to goals, it means that most of the attacks, most of the shots that will be committed in that game will be resulting into corners. So that's one thing that always we should consider when betting on corners: the strength of the team as an individual and the weight of the match. If it's a big match, we expect more corners than goals, right? Yes. Another team, another thing that you have to consider is that the league is very important sometimes. If you consider a league like the Italy Serie A, those matches, even if it is Juventus playing a team like Inter Milan, we don't expect much corners. Serie A teams, the Italy leagues, they don't have a good conversion rate of corners. I don't know why. Actually, I've never understood why. Then most of the games are contained within the pitch. So that's one of the things that affects gambling, because big teams from Italy, they don't have a good conversion of corners, of their attacks to corners. Yes. Though you should also consider that the league is not important most of the time, but then it plays a key role because, as I said earlier, a team like a league like the Italy leagues, the Serie A, and I think even most of the times the France teams, they don't have a good conversion of the corners. Okay, yes. So what do you consider? What should you consider when doing your analytics before you place on corners? You don't have to consider the previous corners scored by the team. You don't have to consider the head-to-head statistics of the team, especially for the corners. Statistics is not of importance, but what you have to consider is the attacking ability of the team, and the attacking ability of the team is shown by the shots on goal, all the total shots committed by the team against the opponent, right? The goals considered doesn't mean anything. What matters here is the shots, because it's the shots that will be deflected into corners, right? So that's the key statistics to note. And there are websites I know that provide statistics. There are other apps that provide such statistics, but I'm not going to talk about that, because at the end of the day, it's you to find out where exactly do I find the statistics. What might be working for me might not work for you. But then at the end of the day, we have to understand that the corner tips that we provide, the corner tips that I provide daily, I'll be providing corner tips daily. You should take some and then stake on what you believe is right? If I provide, for example, 4 games of corners, take like 2. Stake what you can afford to lose. Trust me, you'll win according to your instincts, right? Yes. So that's it. And for big matches, now this what now the betting statistical, the betting strategy that we're talking about. For big matches, for example, the match I said between Manchester United and playing against Arsenal team. To be safe, you can play over 7.5 corners. That market over 7.5 total corners in the game. Or rather, what we mean is that there'll be a minimum of 8 corners in the game. It means that if they have committed 4 corners in the first half, you count on 4 corners in the first half. If they have like 6 corners in the first half, you expect 3 corners or 2 corners in the second half. It's the safest market over 7.5 corners as the total corners in the match. But you can always advance and bet on over 8.5, considering the ability of the game. How big is the match? How attacking are the teams? How defending are the teams? If the team has a weak defense, you expect more corners, right? If the team has a strong attacking ability, it has the strong strikers, then we expect more corners. For example, If we take a league like Bundesliga, a team like Bayern Munich can convert the game can convert into many corners and into many goals at the same time, because those people, all they do is just attack and attack all the time, right? Yes, so that's what you have to consider. So this is the market that I think most of us should get to learn about. It's a secret. What happens about gambling, about the social media? Social media is there for us to share what we know with others, because when you win, I win, right? And when I win, you should win too. So the best thing that why we are sharing this is that we want the knowledge to go over. We don't want people to be gambling anymore. It's high time we start investing in betting. We invest in betting. Find two teams with corners, play on them. You don't have to play the head-to-head, the home, away, draw anymore. You don't have to play on the goals. A match can end at a 0-0, but then the total number of corners in the game is 15, right? Because the attacks were back-to-back attacks. So that's why we are diving into this market. We understand this market better. We get to know and to learn about this market better, and we reap out of it. Trust me, we reap out of this market. Until now, that's the end of my video. I'm coming to the end of this video. I want to thank you for being in, and I hope these strategies will help you. I hope the tips that are provided will reap you benefits. And all I have to remind you now is to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, so that any moment I post a video, you get notified as we share the strategies, as we discuss more tips, as we get to analyze the gaming. Because in the era of fixing matches, one of the very best things you can count on, for example, is that even if a match is fixed, the corners can never be fixed. You know that, right? The corners can never be fixed. So corner market is one of the best places that I want us to reap from. So thank you. Like this video for the algorithm to boost it, and above all, you can join my Telegram and subscribe to the channel. That's all I have to say for now. Until next time, see you.